Hi there, I am back with another video. This time it's one of my flip throughs. I'm going to be flipping through my Erin Condren Life Planner for the month of June. Several things to note. I'm going to do my best to stay in frame, but I've been having an issue with that for some reason. This is also, so far, my second video of today. Today's a big filming day for me. I'm covering up the front of my planner because it has my name and I don't want y'all to know my full name. So I've been using the Erin Condren Horizontal Planner in Neutral. It is a 12-month planner running from January through December for 2017. This year I decided to just go with the 12-month planner, even though I know I should have done this. I should have gotten an 18-month planner and taken out several months. It's only like the start of July and this thing is already exploding. Like, most of the covers and anything I put in it pops off. It's terrible. So anyway, let me go ahead and flip to June and get started. So I did cover up some things with sticky notes, just like really personal stuff. I'm actually not going to start with this page. I'm going to start back here. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about the kits I use and how I felt about them and like certain stickers, just like to make it less of here's what I did, more like how I felt about it. So starting here, this is my memories and my notes kit. They are from my shop. From the collection, the picnic collection, I like the notes and the memories. I wasn't a huge fan of the monthly kit, like by the end of the month. But it could be one of those things where after you stare at something for too long, you hate it. I love how my memories turned out this month. This month and last month have been my favorite. The video I did right before this was putting this memory section together. Love it. It has some things I did out. I was approved for a program, getting my shit together with cleaning, some extra work stuff. I got a new job. I put in 2 weeks notice at my old job, and I came out with these new girl stickers. Over on the notes page, so as a note about my memories page, I don't do this throughout the month. I collect the things for this throughout the month, and I put like a sticky note on them saying, or like I put like a sticky note. This is one of them. Like, I just stick a sticky note and say, hey, don't forget to include this in your memories. And then after the month is over, I put them down just because it lets me make sure that the layout is how I want it. So on my notes side, I did mess up when I was cutting these. I use oops kits if I have them. I cut out like the individual words for the word notes, so it was off-center the whole month and it drove me nuts. Next time, if I do something that bad for an oops kit, it's just done. So in this month section, I wanted to write like what days and what video I put up. Didn't work out well because this thing is just jam-packed. For July, I did something a little different. Hopefully that works. For movies, I just put movies that are coming out this month and what date that I wanted to see. That worked out well. Finances, I'd been doing the same thing for the last few months. I have to switch it up now with a new job, but I would just put work hours for each week, paydays, savings start to end, which was all $0, and any miscellaneous income. I've been tracking social media, Instagram and YouTube start to finish, and just a running to-do list that I didn't use too much. On to the monthly spread. So I don't know what happened, but something spilled on my planner. I was devastated. I almost ripped up the sticker and put down a new one. Decided to just accept it. So I used my monthly kit a little differently this month. So most months what I do is I put like my bills and traveling and events, but this week what I decided to do was to mark special memories, you know. I cleaned my dining room, like extensively cleaned it. That's great. I worked a 12-hour shift. Not so great. You know, when my monthly kits were released, when I reached 500 total views on YouTube, when I got a new planner, you know, just special things that happened, and I think it just turned out a lot better. So it's like a memory keeping of sorts, but like as I go memory keeping. So I think I'll continue to do this just because, like, let's see. If you look at, like, this is what a month looks like without that. It's pretty bare. There's not really a point for that. So I like it. The kit itself, the issues I had with it was I didn't feel like there was a seamless transition between the girl here. When I was designing it, it did, but wasn't feeling it there. Like the flowers, at first I thought they were really cute, but then they just looked really cheap as I was doing it. I like the sidebar, like the picnicky feel, but I don't know. I'm not feeling these like circular half boxes. So July I already had printed or designed and printed by the time I realized all this, but I think for August it'll be like a more rectangular design. So moving into my weeklies. So this was my first weekly of the month of June. It was my pink margarita kit. And of all the kits I used this month, I hated this one. It's not even I liked it the least. I actually hated this kit. The colors were exactly what I thought they would be, but I just didn't realize how much I hated putting it all together. Because if you pull in different stickers, they just look too different against it, and I really hated the pen I chose. One of the YouTubers I like, she uses like a different color for each spread to match it. Didn't work for me. So what I did throughout this, let me start with the notes kit. I have these cute new hydrate stickers I was using, my to clean list. Here this week I went with a like what should I post on Instagram and like work hours, you know, like a running. How many I actually worked. Over here, hold on, let me see. Sorry, I'm trying to figure something out. Okay, so I used the today section to mark the hours I am scheduled to work, and at this week I said who I was working it with. It was also always nice to know, you know, do I need to prepare for like my bestie or someone who's really talkative or someone who like needs a little extra help. I did my best this week to mark what meals I ate, days I had off. I like wrote what those days were for. I did use the to-do list pretty well and filled in the littles, you know, bills, shows that are on, things that I needed to do for my YouTube channel. This was like my monthly wrap-up for month of May, things like that. So hated the layout of this kit so much, but it turned out okay in the end. And I think, let me make sure before I say it. Yeah, this was the first week where I started all of the like days of the week out here and then moved in, and I liked it. So moving on to the second week. This was, is it? Yeah, this was my watermelon weekly kit. The thing I didn't like about this kit is that up here, I just felt like, I felt like the watermelon really didn't stand out. That top washi didn't. But other than that, I really liked the dark green pen I used. This time worked really well with that. I had used a new hydrate sticker because I ran out of the other ones, and I really didn't want to get new ones because I didn't like them. I still use this for to clean. This is my habits. I was trying to keep up a June budget. This was like the last week I did that. I failed. And maintaining my hair, like not maintaining it, but like I was using like this protection stuff in it. I didn't use my to-do list as much as I should have this week. I did try to do a little better handwriting. You can see that with the spelling of like the TV shows and Payday. And really was trying to get more into like caring what it looked like. Yeah, this week I also had the sad of having to work a 12-hour shift. No bueno, that was not fun. So all in all, this wasn't, obviously my last week was, like if I had to rank the, I think it's, I used 4 kits in the month of June, or like in this planner. The last one was number 4. This one is actually number 3 in my list of favorites. Not great, but you know, not terrible. So this next kit was number 1. Ta-da! It is my Strawberry Garden Weekly Kit. So I'm pretty sure the reason this is number 1 is this is the first week where I decided to make a glitter sampler and to color block. If you don't know what color blocking means, it basically means that like I tried to keep this day red, this day blue, you know, keep the color with there. I loved this kit from the beginning just because the florals with the gardeny feel was great. Down here, the note section stayed the same. Was it the same? Sorry. No, this is, I put in my work schedule here. So before I was putting my work on like the individual days, I changed it up and I added it down here. My work hour still stayed here. I put in a habit tracker that I ended up not using. Actually, while I'm here, I'm gonna just take it out just because that means that everything else is red down here, except for hydrate, and you get to see more strawberries. Okay, So days I had off, like Monday, instead of putting like a to-do or a today box or like my half boxes, I put in these like to clean stickers. These are from Caress Press, and they're great. This is the week I started using these great character stickers by Stickies by CNS, my new favorite shop. You know, Tuesday I reached 500 views on YouTube, which is a big accomplishment because, you know, this is kind of just a hobby. Something that worked out really well, I have these holiday stickers from Bottle Tea Designs, and they ended up like they're not all one color, you know, they're just an assortment of colors. It ended up working out that they were the right colors I needed for the day, so amazing. Yeah, I kind of died out over here. It always kind of happens in the weekend because I work weekends. Saturday and Sunday were weird days. I worked morning shifts, which I usually do not. So, favorite kit from this month. Great, isn't it? So then the last kit was my second favorite kit. Going into the month, this was the one I was looking forward to the most just because of how gorgeous it was. So I will say something about this kit. This is where I did my color blocking even better. So flipping back to this date, while I did do color blocking okay over here, the days of the week were flipped around, so that kind of sucked. But over here, since they were monochromatic, or like one design across the whole thing, and my dates, like the numbers ended up matching, it worked out really well. So this kit was great to use. I did a lot better with having great handwriting in it. This is the week I got my Once More With Love munchkins in, and I started using those a bit more. And of course, still stickers from Stickies by CNS. Also, I used another one of those holiday stickers from Bottle Tea Designs, and it ended up also matching. So kind of felt like somebody was looking out for me there. Yeah. Altogether, I didn't really change anything down here. Altogether, this week was really cute. I'd say like the reason this was my favorite kit going in is because the colors were just like, they popped out at you. And it was like I had those two main colors that were great, but I was able to get that third color that was really subdued, and adding like the glitter sampler that matched it just made it so much better. So ranking my favorite kits for this month, monthly kits aside, number 1 right here, number 2, number 3, and number 4. And if I didn't say, this was my mint ice cream kit. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. These flip throughs are a really great way for both, you know, to show off what I did this month in my planner, but also for me to like personally look at, what was I covering up? Sorry. For me to personally look at, you know, what works for me, what doesn't, and what I'd like to change in future months. I don't have anything to link down below really, probably just the plan with me of this video and maybe the other plan with me's. So other than that, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video.